Hello there, Ringside Crew.
Hey dudes at Ringside Crew, this is Davian.
Hey, it's Jenny Santana here.
This is Alfie.
This is the Savage Juggernaut, Tamaku.
Inside Ring!
This is Thomas D. Bruff.
This is Billy Starks.
Mr. Chad Epic.
Megan Mason.
Hey everybody, Scotland's own Brody Adler.
The headliner in charge, Marco Mania.
This is your girl Charisma.
Papa Dink, Brendan Dicker.
This is According to Woods.
Savannah Summers.
I'm Shorty.
Tasman inside.
You are watching
The internationally known.
Dudes at Ringside podcast, hosted by Metal Geek and Joe the Panther Jr.
Hello there, wrestling fans. Welcome to the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your host, Joe Panther III, and now introducing for the top of Metal Mountain, it's the happy heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside Crew? What's going on, internationally known? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going, bud? How's it going today?
Not too much. Welcome to the second day of Lucha. It's international weekend. And now, want me to introduce the guests?
Yes, please.
Introducing our guest, none other than Anakin Rosa.
Rosa, I like that.
Rosa, yeah.
Thank you so much for bearing with us, man. We had a little.
He had a little technical difficulties. So, if our fans, it's my chair. If our fans are not familiar with you, introduce yourself.
I am a professional wrestler. Probablemente el mejor luchador de la historia. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm a professional wrestler. I'm Anakin Rosa, and you might know Thunder Rosa. Well, I'm the son. Follow steps.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So Anakin, who trained you?
Oh my God. A lot of people.
A lot of people.
I've been with Ronnie. I've been with Jazz, WWE Jazz, the show with like the champion. Right now, I'm at Hybrid with Marvel, Coach Marvel, we call him. My mom used to have a school. I was at her school, obviously. She used to teach me. And then I went with Dusty Rhodes a couple of times. So like, it's been like a lot of people. It's been a couple coaches and learning from everyone. Lucha from Mr.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was a lot of been teaching me.
Yeah. So, well, I want to ask you, what like I admire your super kick. Now, their super kick is absolutely amazing. By the way, it's like it's kind of like Shawn Michaels, right? Romances right there. Where did you get your inspiration for the super kick from?
Okay, I know Shawn Michaels do it, and I know he on my opinion, Rey Fenix.
Phoenix, yeah.
See him doing the super kick. I was like, I wish I could kick like, because he's more like from my generation.
Mm-hmm.
When I start watching AAA, he was there. When I used to watch it, and I used to see him doing super kicks, and I was like, oh cool, I want to do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, are there any like indie promotions that you are looking to try to get yourself into that are like on the West Coast or East Coast, or you think you're like watching on YouTube?
I mean, anyone, I don't mind. Just living the dream. No, I don't mind. Just obviously you need to get ready, and if I feel prepared, and if I feel ready, who's my opponent and all that, I would take any promotion if my parents let me, obviously.
Yeah, that's the big thing nowadays, because there's a lot of young wrestlers. There's a lot of young wrestlers out there that they live under their parents' roof, and it's kind of hard because you can't travel on your own. And if any promotions call you, you'll have to go, hold on, Mom, can you help me? Can you help me? Do you want me to go with you? Like, they need me.
Like yesterday, someone wanted to book me. I was like, you need to contact my dad. He's the one taking it. He's the one who's gonna who's gonna do the gas, who's gonna I'm gonna take I'm gonna go on his car, he's gonna the one who's gonna drive me. So like I always tell them just contact my dad.
Yeah.
So, like, what would you say like the biggest advice that someone gave you was
Oh,
going into the business?
there. So I, um, just have respect for everyone because you never know who you're gonna meet, or who you're gonna see. Like you, it can be like you don't know him, be like someone really big, or like someone can help you be the next superstar, and just be respectful to everyone and be nice to
Mhm.
life and wrestling business too.
Yeah, totally.
Respect.
That's the number one in my book in the wrestling business. Like, you never know who you're gonna encounter, like backstage or at an event, that will see you do something and take it. Like I noticed you interact with a lot of kids at the show. Has there ever been a little boy or a little girl that came up to you and said, "Hey, I want to be a professional wrestler"? Like,
Oh,
what kind of advice would you give them?
yes, I just tell them wait a little bit more. Because it was this kid yesterday actually. And he was dressed in a Cero Miedo. We were on the show. I actually posted on my Instagram. He was doing Cero Miedo on my face. It was super awesome. He he wanted to be a wrestler, and I would just tell him go for it. Like try to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
Wrestling is not for everyone though, but if you
Nah.
like, go for it.
That's the thing. Like, people think wrestling is easy, and then they go to their first training and they take that first fallback bump on the mat or on the straight mat, and they can't walk for weeks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I know. That was week taking bombs. I don't like this.
You wanted to do it. You said you want to be a wrestler, like your mom.
Yeah.
Yes, my mom be a wrestler.
You want to be a wrestler? Oh, you do, huh?
Yeah, like I didn't want to get bookings just because I was a rosa. So they were like, "Well, you better go to training, and you better go every day, and you better do this and that and that." So now I was busting my ass doing like real training and not just skipping everything. And yes, I was her. I couldn't walk for a whole week.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the questions is how old are you when you started wrestling?
uh, well, I didn't start wrestling until like literally this year, like professional actually wrestling.
Yeah.
I've been in the business for like, because my almost forever.
Yeah.
and, and yes, but I started training when I was 15. I'm 16 now.
Yeah.
It's been like a whole year.
Crazy. Yeah. Joe?
Yeah.
Whole year.
Like, have you ever this is a fun question. So have you ever I know everybody does this, but have you ever created yourself in a video game, or like found yourself, you looked your name up in a game and find yourself created in a video game?
Like in any game, or like
Yeah, like video game wise, like the wrestling games. Like, have you ever created yourself or looked your name up and like, oh my god, I'm here?
no, I haven't. I don't play video games. Like I don't know, it's just not my thing. But
Oh wow.
I haven't seen anyone creating anakin rosa yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Ah.
I hope I do better.
I would do it just to throw people off. Be like, wait a second, who did that?
Who would you say your dream match would be?
Oh my god. Rey Phoenix or Cero Miedo.
Ray Phoenix, right there.
Yes, yes.
Ray,
All the time. Fabio Apache. Like if it was like a woman international, Fabio Apache, I feel like she's like one of the greatest of all the time.
Mhm.
And she's where is she?
We actually had a girl that wrestled
She's-
with Apache. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah.
That's
And we had do you know Charisma?
I think so.
Yeah, she wrestles with. I think that's the same Apache.
I think she
right?
trains. I think she trains with her, right?
Yeah, she trains with Apache.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. They're like, oh my god, amazing.
We're doing a lucha month in September, and she was giving us advice. I'm like, oh, we're doing lucha month, and she's like, oh, that's nice, guys. The one thing you need to know. I'm like, what's that? Thinking like how to talk to them. She's like, you just need to learn Spanish, and I'm just like, my face went from all happy to like, what do we need to know? And she's like, you need to learn. She was all smiling. She's like, you need to learn Spanish, and I'm just like, crap.
It's not hard.
I'm
Learning Spanish is not that hard.
But my thing is, Anakin, I have a Puerto Rican grandma that speaks it like it's like.
Okay, well, that makes sense because I literally have some Puerto Rican friends, and yesterday there was a Puerto Rican guy too, and he was talking to me, and I was like, "Give me a second, go slower." You're wait, Spanish is my first language, so like, it was weird for me to tell him to slow down, but he was like, and I was just like, "Whoa!" So I get it. You don't understand sometimes how fast we speak. I mean, I get it.
Yeah. My grandma tried to teach me Spanish, and I said, "Nah, I'll just stick to one language. Be good."
Makes sense.
Yeah, felt bad, but
Where are some places you would love to travel to?
Oh, I want to go to Japan.
Japan.
Go
That's
to
a top place right there.
We like to go Italy, and I want to visit. I'm from Mexico, so like I would like to visit more places that are like where my culture and all that. Going to places that I haven't been yet. I would like to travel all over Mexico and then go to Japan, Spain, Italy, places I haven't gone yet. Yes.
England.
yes, there's a promotion. If you ever travel to England, keep this in your memory bank. There's a promotion in England called Coventry Pro Wrestling. It's in Coventry, England, and they're a very nice promotion that we always work with them and talk to them and stuff like that.
They're nice people. Really
They're
nice people.
very sweet, very welcoming. So remember that name, Coventry Pro. Yes.
Well, hopefully they get me one time.
Yeah, we'll tell them about you. Oh, trust me, we talk to them all the time. We tell them about wrestlers. So
Yeah.
as soon as we say the name, they'll be like, yeah.
How long they been on the business?
Coventry, probably for a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
They've been in business for a long time. Coventry Pro.
Mom have wrestle for them. I don't know.
You never know. And there's another promotion that's you can't really see it because the logo's over on the other side of my picture. But there's a promotion from Miami that we also got a T-shirt from. They're called Magic City. They're from Miami, Florida.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Magic City. Yeah. And then that's an all women's promotion that's behind me called Liberty Pro Women's Wrestling.
cool.
Yeah. Magic City, we would like them. They have a lot of good wrestlers that come in and out of those doors. Magic City.
MCW.
MCW.
Yeah.
MCW.
MCW. Yep.
So, what would you say some of your favorite foods are?
Oh my god, sushi. I know it's like I
Ooh,
know
sushi. Yum.
I know. It's like everybody say sushi is my favorite food, whatever. But I was not a fan of sushi because I tried I don't know, it was a bad one. And then I was like, okay, I would never try sushi again. And everybody was like, but sushi's so good. And then literally like a year ago, we were at a Chinese buffet and they were like, you should try the sushi. And I was like, why not? I tried it and oh my god, that was so good. Like literally I just felt it on my mouth and I was just like, I want more. So I just went. You probably like 12 sushis and start eating them. Oh my god, it's so good.
There's one that you should try. I don't know if you ever tried it yet. It's eel. Have you
Eel?
ever- Yeah, unagi. That's what it's called, unagi.
Eel funai.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
I need to write that because I try every sushi.
they call it unagi.
Eel funai.
Lisa says it should be fresh.
Yeah, of course.
Needs to be fresh.
Yeah, you can't go to a gas station and get sushi. You'll die.
Never ever go to a
no
gas
ga-
station. No.
Hashtag no gas station sushi. Never trust that. Ugh. Fresh. Well, actually, if you ever come to Long Island, they're surrounded by water, so there's a lot of good.
There's a lot of seafood markets over here.
There's a lot of seafood markets in New York. Oh my god.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's if you ever come to New York, you know?
You ever do?
Rush.
You know, no rush. He's still new. Like
Yeah.
Come on, man. I'm still fine.
he's still
So
he's still new.
He's still
getting his
got a
feet wet.
long time.
Yeah, he has a long way. But still, if you ever come with your mom to New York for an event, definitely remember Long Island, and there's a lot of good sushi places in the city.
Mhm.
A lot.
I'm gonna keep in mind.
Yes, and good Greek food too.
Oh, there's a ton of Greek food. Tons of Greek
Greek
food.
food's good here.
Now I'm hungry.
What do we do? See, that's what we do here. We mess up.
That's what we do. We go into like the interview and then we start delving into food and stuff like that. And then we start talking like, because I always tell the wrestlers our show is kind of like comedians getting coffee in cabs. You know that show, or you heard of it with Jerry Seinfeld?
I heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just
it's like
like
we just talk random stuff on our show, you know?
because as I
Hey.
said before, we want the wrestler to feel so comfortable that they're like, I want to come back.
That's
They-
good. I'm
Yeah.
interviewing.
Yep. They don't want to be like, okay, I gotta go. Like,
I think someo's calling me. I think I got an event I got to go to later,
oh,
guys.
I think, what's that, Mom? I have to go eat dinner with you out of the country. Click.
Did I have to leave now?
What's that, Mom? You don't want me talking to strangers? Click.
Oh,
Yeah.
so, why have you ever tried to be like in the ring or something like that?
Me get in the ring. I've always wanted to try wrestling, but like, I sound horrible saying this. I'm short. I'm little, and they'd toss me into one type of wrestling. They'll be like, "Oh, you're little. We'll put you in little people wrestling." What?
Whoa, Rey Mysterio, he's not that tall, and look at him.
Exactly.
So that's an excuse. Come on, man. Come on. You
I
could
know.
rap.
I know.
I know another one. I hate to say this, but Marco Stunt's another one.
Is he? I never seen him in person.
Marco Stunt, he's amazing. You know?
Oh no, yes. Oh, I love him.
Marco Stunt.
He can do amazing things.
He could
Oh,
be my manager. He would be the manager geek. He'd be the one that hits the guy with the briefcase.
He's probably small. He's probably smaller than Joe, but the guy has so much, like, the it factor. You know, he's amazing.
I always tell my mom he's my favorite one from AEW. Yeah, he's amazing. And when I see him on AEW, he's always with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't see him doing that much, but like when I see him on indie promotions, and he start doing his matches, I'm just like, bro, he's amazing.
Yeah, and it's like if he could do it, I mean, and he's amazing. Joe could do it too. That's what I'm saying.
I would think about it, but like at my age, I'm 38 years old. Kind of hard to just jump around, and then I have to go to my grocery store the next day. I'm sitting there blocking my shelf, and I'm going, "Oh, dude, I shouldn't have did that fall down today.
I should have done the Hurricane Rana through the table.
Oh, why did I get thrown to that table? I should have said no."
Nah, literally, yesterday I was at the Battle Royal. There was a guy, I think he's like 43, and he do lucha, and he can still fly. So, if you ever come to San Antonio, there's Hybrid, the school I go to right now. I would just make you do some bumps and see how it goes. You're more than.
There you go.
Hey, if we ever go to San Antonio, Geek, we'll hang out with Anakin.
We'll hang on Anakin. Anakin will show us around.
Anakin will show us the ropes, literally.
I will give you a tour.
I was actually in San Antonio. I think a year or two ago. It was for the Rumble.
For WWE.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to. It was at the crap. Where is it? Help me out. The Dome.
The Dome in San Antonio.
I might have heard of it.
Alamo Dome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
That was when Roman was number 30 in the Rumble, and people booed him. Oh, yeah. San Antonio is a fun place to go to.
It is fun. It is fun if you're calm for like a week. After a week, it's like there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. You have San Antonio. I mean, it's like a history. It's only history. It's like the Alamo, Mexico versus Texas, the United States, all that. It's most history and you see the Alamo. I mean, it's really nice. Like it's awesome. But after you go 2-3 times, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And the mall is nice there too.
Yes.
The mall and the River Walk, which is beautiful, by the way.
River Walk is really nice. Really.
Mm-hmm. So.
Yes, I'm always giving them to the animals that are on the river. I'm always giving them food.
That's nice,
Travel. I'm like,
He's supposed to give the animals in the river food. You don't want to be that guy. I was watching 21 Jump Street today. The kids giving the bird bread, and the guy goes, "Can't you read the sign, kid? It says not to feed the animals."
there was no signs. I promise. There was no signs. Only like the way was like, don't give food to the animals because they're gonna start coming and blah blah blah. So I get that. I get like why you shouldn't give them food, but I mean, nobody's gonna give them food. So like, come on.
It's like where I live in Pennsylvania, we have deer, and the deers are so used to people, Anakin, that they just walk right up to your hand. Like it's like you're a deer. You're supposed to run the other direction. You're not supposed to just run up and eat it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like no, you're not supposed. This is not Bambi. You're not supposed to just come and eat out of my hand. No.
No, I would be scared. I would run. I would run away.
Do you follow any other sports?
Yes, I do soccer. I do football. I do volleyball, and I do handball.
That's
Like,
cool.
I'm like, do you follow any sports? Like, do you follow teams or anything?
Like sports teams?
Oh. I thought you said if I did any sport.
Yeah.
Oh, Dallas Cowboys with football like that.
You're missing the game. The game's on right now. Oh no!
Actually, it's really fun because like my dad is at Houston, like a Houston fan, and that's his. And then I'm Dallas, and every time sometimes when they play, we always like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It is fun.
And the Never So Spiffy says that she loves your mom wrestles and she's a diehard fan. And
oh, thank you.
So
you could always tell your dad because we interview owners of promotions. You could ask him if he ever were willing to come on the podcast, and we could interview him about
Mission Pro.
About Mission Pro, because we had the Liberty Pro owner, we've had a person from Coventry Pro, and we would love to have him come on the podcast. We work on a date and everything, date and a time, and what it's good for both of you guys.
Okay. I mean, I can ask. It's always a first. I don't think.
Yeah. If he can't do it, that's cool. We don't want to.
Nah,
he's a busy man.
Yeah, it's a busy guy.
Busy man. He's doing the stuff we love.
That's nah. Yes, I would definitely tell him. Ask him.
Yeah, yeah. What would you say your favorite match of all time is? You'd say.
Oh my god. Oh, there was a match with my mom, Danny Guevara, and another dude, and I forgot his name, but it was them three. I fell in love with wrestling. That's when I said like, oh, I want to wrestle because that match was amazing. And they did some like lucha and but wrestling at the same time. It was like everything combined.
Hmm.
It was amazing. And then like I met that was the first time I met Pagano and Pentagon in
Ooh.
Psycho. And I remember I used to see Psycho Clown on TV, never in person. So and they were like super nice and those matches was they were amazing. But yes, Sammy Guevara versus Thunder Rosa and oh my god, name Audius Audius. I don't remember his name. That match was like the favorite. And then because I know people are like because it's your mom, So,
Hmm.
uh, uh,
Is that the match that inspired you to become a wrestler, or?
that's when I told my mom like I want to be a wrestler.
Yeah, after that match.
Like
Yeah.
it's so funny to think that like we usually ask the question like, what did your parents first think about when you said you want to become a wrestler? But it's kind of funny that your mom is a wrestler, so she probably was like, it's your
Yeah.
life.
So she was like when I tell her that like when I was actually like, gonna start training and all that, she was like, why would you want to be a wrestler?
Yeah.
She told me just she told me she never say no because she like 100% support me like my dad, but she kind of told me no.
Yeah.
She saw that like I was into it for sure, so they started supporting me. But first it was like, nah, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
And my dad was always like, yes, you should definitely do it. Blah 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 blah. My dad loved wrestling, so he was like 100%.
It's
Yes, yeah,
like ask your dad, ask your mom thing you get when when you want to go do something. Ask your dad. Yeah,
yes.
do it. Your mom. No. Sounds like my
100%.
house.
And then you go do it anyway, and it's like, well, Dad said yes.
Dad said I could do it.
My dad said yes. I mean, yes, but yes, it was fun. It was fun.
So Anakin, where can people find you?
Y'all can find me on Instagram and Facebook. I post a lot of memes on Facebook though. As Anakin Rosa. Make sure you go and follow me, Anakin Rosa. And pretty much that's it.
Yeah. Do you have any upcoming shows or you want to promote that you have that you're gonna be on, or you don't know yet?
I don't know. I might. I really don't know.
Oh no.
I, Mission Pro's coming this month. Pretty sure. Just make sure you follow Mission Pro Wrestling too, because they're gonna come real soon. I might be on the show. I might not. You never know.
Yeah, we have one more question though. So that you're 16, what's your favorite subjects in school?
uh, I like. I used to love like math, like everything with numbers. But my teacher, he was kind of like really mean, so I stopped liking that. But right now, chemistry,
Mm.
chemistry of experiments, and I love learning all that. So I would say chemistry and what, history. I love history.
History is the fun part because you learn and you're like, oh my god,
Mhm.
that's what happened back in the day.
Yes, yes, amazing.
You cringe. You're like, yeah. So we want to thank you for Anakin for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, make sure
Please
you
tell your
guys
friends.
follow Mission Pro.
Follow Mission Pro. Follow Anakin. Just follow everything they're doing at Mission Pro. That promotion is really hitting the ground running, and they're
They're
really
doing awesome stuff.
They're doing awesome
awesome.
stuff. Their roster is white hot right now. Just check them out. They're really good.
Thank you so much for having me. I
No
really
problem.
appreciate.
Later.
We will for myself. I'm Joe the Panther Jr.
It's Metal Geek.
and our buddy here, Anakin, and we will see you in the next one.
Have a good one.
Later.